are usually only going into cities where there are engaged people, and that's a positive thing. We often talk about the fact that if there is a city where there's not tension, where there aren't protests, that's a city that you might be more concerned about. Because this protest and tension is actually a really productive and a strong sense that you have an engaged citizenry. And that is certainly true here in Bloomington. And so it's really been a privilege to come and work with local leaders and listen to them and sort of help to understand they already have the answers. And so part of our goal here is to provide a process through which those ideas and those answers can move to action. My name is Becky Monroe, and I'm the director of the Divided Community Project, and that includes the Bridge Initiative. And we are based at the Moritz College of Law at Ohio State University.
I'm Bill Johnson, who I was asked to be a mediator on this project, and I am from Rochester, New York, where I was a former mayor for 3 terms.
So in August, we received a call from the mayor, and Mayor Hamilton called, and it was in the midst of I think, the time when the market was closed, when the farmers market was closed. And I think the reason he called was, again, he talked about the fact that he was really proud of the city where people were protesting, where people were concerned about issues. He was also really proud of the market, and he recognized the importance of the market to the vendors and to farmers who saw this as their livelihood. He also recognized the importance of the issues that were coming up through the farmers market. And one of the things that led us to come and to get involved was this genuine respect for protest, this genuine respect for the fact that people were trying to make their city better, and a sense that sometimes people coming in from the outside can offer a process where the wisdom that resides in the community to address these issues can come forward and can move towards action. So that was sort of how we got involved. I think there was this recognition that concerns around white nationalism, white supremacy, were not going to be resolved at the farmers market, and they deserved a separate process unto themselves. And so that's why we came in and had the opportunity to bring in someone like Mayor Johnson to listen and to understand how we can help the community develop a process that they lead to address these issues.
I repeated several times that Bloomington was not a city that was welcoming for racial minorities or marginalized people, and that extended to the farmers market. So I was asked to really come back and talk to people about that. They also expressed some of their own personal concerns, fear around the disorder that exists at the market. Some people just really, and there was a sense of loss that this wonderful place that has existed in this town for over 45 years is somehow going to be threatened by this controversy.
The Bridge Initiative, we recognize that strong communities and resilient communities are ones that directly confront very hard truths. And so we highlight those truths in this document, not to suggest that these are issues that people can't do something about, but to recognize that, again, the wisdom to address these issues does reside in the community, and we saw that. We saw that when people were willing to address these hard truths. We're talking about issues that are more systemic, that have been around for some time, and we're also, though, willing to sort of approach it with a sense of, but we can do something about it.
And I think I can't tell you the number of times in my life that I've sat on commissions and advisory committees where we have been told, now you go look for the truth and you come tell us. And then when we bring it back to them, they say thank you, and they put it on a shelf, or they throw it in the trash can, and nothing more is ever heard of it. And I told people that I have had that experience too often in my life that I'm not going to do that to somebody else. I'm only going to break some new ground here and take leadership in ways that other communities are just going to look at and be very inspired and say, it can be done. The stars are aligned in the right direction to see, you pride yourself on being progressive. I think you're going to take progressive to the next level.